Most people see red on the charts and they think losses. When I see red, I think opportunity. Today, we're going to be going over 5 red day rules that turned some of those biggest red days into my highest performing positions. And I'll be sharing some of my real numbers. Let's jump right into it. Rule number 1, fire your emotions. Don't buy because you feel the time is right. And don't be afraid to buy because you think the time is wrong. Your feelings shouldn't have anything to do with it. Here's an example. If it's Friday, it's buy day. And you can even change it up and make it even simpler by creating a set it and forget it investment, like $10 a day. Don't overcomplicate things. Whether it's $10, $100, $500, by automating it, by sticking to your plan, your feelings are out of it, and consistency beats timing every single time. If you keep on waiting for the perfect time, most likely you're going to miss it. Rule number 2, keep some cash on hand. Be ready for those red days. I'm not saying use your emergency fund. I'm saying have some buying power. I promise you, I'm sure you've seen it for yourself. The market will dip 2%, 4%, even 10%, or even more. And when that happens, I hope you're loading up on quality investments. I know that's when I'm buying. Red days are not a threat. They're just a discount, a chance to lower my average, a chance to win. So I try to keep some cash ready. I never freeze. I don't panic. I take it as my chance to go harder. I set my limit orders, not out of emotion, but because I'm excited by the opportunity. Here's a look at one of my Nvidia positions. I'm currently up 60.68%. This rule came from companies like this. When I started investing into Nvidia before the stock split, the price was running $500, $600. Before I knew it, it was at $1,000. I missed my chance to buy more early. If I could go back today, I would have transferred more money from my bank account over to my broker, would have put in double, and probably be up twice as much right now. But I've learned my lesson early, and I've stayed consistent in building up Nvidia and others, like Google, for example, which did not move up as fast as Nvidia did. But I was putting in the work. You see, my average price is $138.89, and the current share price is about $343. So I have a gain of 147% right now, just from buying and holding, following the rules, taking my emotions out of it, sticking to my plan, and having that cash ready to keep building. Now, rule number 3, understand the dip before you react. When I see red in my portfolio, I don't panic. I ask myself one question. Does the reason that I bought this investment still make sense? How do I decide if the company or sector is red because of interest rates, inflation, it's election time, there's a war going on? Those things are temporary. But if the company missed its goals, poor earnings, if the long-term story is changing, then that's a signal that I have to take seriously. Red doesn't automatically mean buy. Red means understand the cause. Do your own research and focus on quality. Know if you are trading or if you are investing. Some things are cheap for a reason. Some penny stocks barely cost anything, and they're barely worth anything. I'm not going to pick up a microphone at Five Below and think I'm going to get the same quality as this Shure mic that I'm using right here. Sometimes you find a diamond in the rough, but a lot of the times things are cheap for a reason. So I'd rather pay a little bit more for a stock that's on track to go up year after year, because that's worth it. So what I'm sharing comes from experience. Years ago, I bought some of this company right here, ChargePoint. It was on the cheaper side. It had a good story, so I thought, but the company just wasn't making money. ChargePoint operates the largest online network of independently owned EV charging stations. So I thought with EVs becoming more dominant in the market, this is a company that would thrive. But over the last 5 years, it's down 98.64%. The few $100s that I put into this stock, I lost. It was a lesson learned. If I put that same money into a quality company like Apple, which is up 106% in that same 5-year time frame, or Amazon, which is up 52% in the last 5 years, I would have gained more exposure to positions that I'm now up 73% on, both Amazon and Apple. A lot of fear can come from confusion. People panic because they don't understand what they own. But when you own quality companies with real earnings, red days don't shake you out of your position. So I'm always asking myself, am I investing for the long term, or is this trade status when it comes to my portfolio? Do I want simplicity, or do I want to be hands-on? There's no wrong answer, but you need to know your answer. I do a little bit of everything: individual stocks, trading, of course, my ETFs, but I create a plan that fits each one. Now, finally, rule 5, the rule that keeps me from ever panic selling. We'll call it the shareholder rule. I'm an investor, not just a consumer. I own these businesses, and a red day is just a sale on these powerful companies. So when my screen is red, I remind myself that I own a piece of a company the entire world relies on. Nvidia is an industry leader, and so are companies like Taiwan Semi, another position that I'm up over 100% on, and AMD, which I've been putting the work to build up and is currently over $340 a share, giving me a gain of about 65%. A bad week, a bad few months doesn't mean that these companies aren't making money. You have to dig deeper into the company to find out what the signals are. So yes, everything isn't perfect. I've made some mistakes along the way, like investing into ChargePoint, but the other positions that I shared today aren't just lucky picks. They're a result of discipline, patience, and following these rules. Red days are not the enemy. They're going to happen. Fear is the enemy. So don't overthink things. Don't overcomplicate things. Understand your portfolio. Focus on quality investments. This is how you can make red days turn into opportunities. So come back so we can continue building wealth together, one share at a time, one day at a time. I am Lisa J. Stocks. Make sure to comment, subscribe, like, hype, support the channel. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.